Diane in Denmark here. It's Tuesday, Plan and Play Day. I hope you're well today. I have been thinking about this video for a while, and as it's Tuesday, the day that we plan and play, I thought this was a great opportunity to do it. Now, if you saw the title for this video, I'm guessing that you had one of these three reactions. First one, which is most people, is I don't need a control journal, Flylady system works for me, and I don't need one of those. That might have been your reaction, or you could have had the reaction, oh yes, control journal, I know Diane, led us through making one in the 31 baby step days, the chaos to clean, the 31 days. And you probably had a pang of guilt and thought, oh, I should have made one, and other things got in the way. Or maybe your reaction was, oh, control journal, that's just going to take too long to make, and I don't have the supplies to make it. I'm going to have to run to the shops, the store to buy stuff. Well, I'm here to show you. Let me just set my timer, as I always do, because we are going to make a control journal in less than 15 minutes. Now, it's not going to be a perfect control journal. We're not looking for perfect. We're just looking for something that is going to help us to regain some control of our lives and our homes. And anyway, there's a little fun part at the end. But anyway, let's just crash on with things. So it would be very easy because, and listen, don't be worried about this because I'm here in my kitchen. Hopefully you are in your kitchen or in your office. Remember that this can also be helpful if you are working outside the home. You probably need a control journal for both places. But I'm here, I've got my coffee cup, so there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing difficult about this. It would be very easy for me just to say, well, here's the control journal that we made during the 31 days of baby steps, and go off and read that. I know myself that if I was to just show you that, you would immediately think it's going to be too difficult. And I'm the same. If I read a recipe that's got more than 10 ingredients, I'm just okay, onto the next page in the cookbook. So I'm putting this all away. This is my control journal, and if you did the 31 baby steps, you will have seen, I can't remember which it is, days 11 or 7 or 8. Anyway, here we go again. So I'm putting that one out of the way. Let's just move this coffee pot out of the way. Right, so first of all, we've got the timer running. I want you to stop this video and I want you to go and grab a couple of things which you will already have lying around the house. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to look for. It's just a couple of things and it doesn't need to be fancy. If you have an old file folder, that would be great. If you don't have one of the, look in the kids' supplies, the kids' stuff. You've probably got tons of old stationery lying out. So we need some kind of folder, or if you've got an old scrapbook or a little, one of these photo books that you can put photos into, one of those will be great. I'm going to use this one. You're also going to need just a couple of sheets of paper. This is an old school notebook of my daughter or my son. Just something where you can write. It doesn't have to be lined. It doesn't have to have anything special on it. Just anything that you have lying around. So you're going to need file, paper, and a pencil or a pen, whatever you have. And some, if you have them, those would be great, but are these plastic pockets, sheet protectors. If you have some of those, that's great, go grab them. If not, don't worry about it. What we are not looking for right now is getting out all the highlighters and the stickers. We're not doing that, okay? So, stop the video right now. Stop the video, you go and find that and then come back. Okay, have you done it? Don't just sit there. I know you were just sitting. Please go and get the stuff. Okay, now when you come back, are you ready to go? Good, okay. So we are building a control journal And the main things that you are going to put in here, right now, is writing down, if you haven't done it already, is writing down morning routine. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do evening routine. And remember, you do not need to go and start printing out charts, and typing up in the typewriter and adding scrapbook things. You can do that later. All we're making here is just a document, working document. We're in progress. So just 2 sheets of paper, one that says evening routine and one that says morning routine. Now, if you've just started with the Flylady, you will already have 2 routines going. It will be shine your sink for the evening routine and dress to shoes for the morning routine. That is it. If you're a bit further along with the Flylady system, you've probably added a few things, but remember, please, 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 don't do the thing where, you start writing down like 100 different things. If you need help with your routines, if you need to know what should be on your morning routine or what should be on your evening routine, which is the most important one for you, how to tweak your routines, we work together on this. If you missed that, I've got a little playlist. It was a 7-day routines challenge, and we were consistent for 7 days, and I gave you lots of tips on how to look at your routines. Go and look at that. But don't do it right now because we're just making our control journal. So you're just going to take these pieces of paper, and you can either, if you've got one of these sheet protector things, one of these things, it's a great idea to put your, hold on, we don't want this one with the, I would suggest in the beginning just maximum 3 things for morning or evening. You can put it in there, and then what you do is, if it says dress to shoes, then you can take a dry erase marker. Let me see. I've got one here. Here we are. That's my one. And what you can do is you can check off your lists, because that's what we're going to use this control journal for. We're actually going to look at it every day and check things off. You can check off the things on your routine, and then the next day you just take a cloth and you can wipe it off and check it off again. But listen, if you don't have plastic sheets, don't worry about that. Just get that in, and what you can do is start just putting on little crosses for every time you do it. And listen, I have been speaking for, 7 minutes, and that is all you need to get started in your control journal. It's as simple as that. Now, I know that's, a lot of you think that's too easy, so I'm not going to bother doing it. Okay, if you are at that state, if you've already got some routines written down, that's great to get those into it. The other things that you can put into your control journal, you could put a list of emergency telephone numbers. I have a list in mine, and it's numbers, just keep the same thing. Don't go starting to type things up and print it out on the computer. Just keep some sheets of paper in your control journal, and the next time you're phoning the electrician or the gas people or the plumber, just start writing down those numbers, and before you know it, you'll have the start of a really good control journal. Other things that you can put in your control journal, you can start making a list of birthdays that you need to remember. What else do we have? Oh yeah, I'm kind of wary about saying this. There, you can print off detailed cleaning lists from the Flylady website. If you are just starting out with Flylady, please, please, please don't go looking for detailed cleaning lists and getting down into the nitty-gritty of things, because the problem for us is the balance. All we need to, we're looking at the bigger picture in the beginning, and we're getting our routines down pat first. So if you're just starting out, I know you're kind of desperate and looking for things, but if you are looking to go off and print out things, it's because oftentimes that you are just procrastinating on actually doing the decluttering or, you know, the missions or doing your routines. So get those done first. If you're got your routines down pat, that's good. Then you can start adding, you know, detailed cleaning lists to this. A great idea in the beginning is to just write down the 7 things that we do in the weekly home blessing. And there you have it. And then if you're getting the kids to help, you just look at the list and ask them to take out all the trash and recycling, or get somebody to vacuum. Yesterday, I was doing my weekly home blessing, and my daughter, she asked if she could help. Hooray! Get the pom-poms out. And she vacuumed the main areas that we use, and then she mopped the main areas. Took her less than 20 minutes to do those 2 things, and that was 2 things that we could cross off the list. So now I don't want to run out of time, because I wanted to say, you know, this plan and play day, it's a fun thing. The control journal, just the name of it puts a lot of people off. So I want you to, you know, if you are making a control journal today, or if you've already got one, give me a name for your control journal. Is it like, you know, the Book of Secrets? Is it Command Central? You know, is it your clever book? That was one of the ladies that commented the other day. Her, you know, her kind of control journal and to-do list was called her clever book, made her clever book. Have you got a name for your control journal? Or maybe you call it a name. Who knows? Write in the comments a name for our control journals, because quite often when it's you know, control journal, it's not that sexy a name. Let's let's come up with something fun for it. All right, so that's your little task for today. If you haven't made the control journal, all you're going to do is write down your routines, put them in there, and that's it. Now, if you want, because it's plan and play day, once you've done that, then you get to play with it. You can get out, you know, get out the stickers, get out the page dividers, do that. But the main thing is that you just get it started, because, as you know, the problem for us is getting started, and the problem for us is also stopping. So if you're going to play with control journal today, just make sure to set your timer. And look at that, I haven't even been speaking for 15 minutes today, and let's just get it done. And then once we have that, it just brings us that peace of mind, because we carry so much information in our heads, and we're thinking, I've got to remember this, I've got to remember that. And I know for me, I thought, in a way, I was quite ashamed that I was thinking, well, I should be able to remember all this. You know what? You have got so much going on in your head, you cannot possibly remember it all. And it's great, especially when you get to my age, you know, menopausal, when your brain starts going a bit foggy again. It's great to have the backup. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to keep it under the 15 minutes. Let me see. Oh yeah, 30 minutes. Woo, go me. So grab yourselves a cup of coffee. Just do something today with control journal. Doesn't need to be fancy, and you know, we can add to it later. All right, so anyway, that's it for me down in Denmark. I did say that tomorrow I'm going to be going through a little decluttering thing, because I know a lot of you get stuck on the decluttering part, so I'll be talking more about that tomorrow. So anyway, go have fun. Happy Plan and Play Tuesday. It is Tuesday Plan and Play Day, so that means that I'm going to be setting my timer for 10 minutes and planning menus. Hope you have a great day, and live long and prosper, and see you very soon. Right, me signing out now.